Developing Mindfulness in the Digital Age Introduction. The digital age has brought humanity incredible opportunities, from instant access to information to unprecedented forms of communication. However, alongside these advantages, new challenges have emerged: information overload, technology addiction, and a decline in the ability to concentrate and think deeply. In an environment of constant digital stimulation, mindfulness is no longer just a trend, but a vital skill for maintaining mental health, productivity, and inner balance. Understanding mindfulness. Mindfulness is the state of active, open attention to the present moment. It is the ability to notice one's thoughts, feelings, and bodily sensations without judgment. The roots of mindfulness practices trace back to Buddhist meditation traditions, but in the modern world, they are widely applied in psychology, neuroscience, and education. Mindfulness does not mean constant calmness or the absence of thought. Rather, it is the ability to direct attention and become aware of what is happening internally and externally. This might involve observing the breath, recognizing emotions, or noticing bodily sensations during everyday activities. Historical context. While mindfulness has existed as a practice for millennia, scientific study and widespread adoption began only in recent decades. A pioneer in popularizing mindfulness in the West was John Kabat-Zinn, who founded the Center for Mindfulness at the University of Massachusetts in 1979 and developed the Mindfulness-Based Stress Reduction (MBSR) program. Since then, mindfulness has been the subject of hundreds of studies and has been integrated into areas ranging from medicine to business. Digital environment and attention. Modern digital technologies have radically changed the ways we process information and interact with the world. Devices and applications compete for our attention through notifications, endless news feeds, and algorithms that personalize content based on user interests. This behavior contributes to the so-called attention economy, where human attention becomes a valuable resource. This economy thrives on constant stimulation and interruption. Notifications and multitasking create a sense of urgency and distract us from deep, focused work. Research shows that frequent task switching reduces cognitive ability and leads to mental fatigue, especially evident among young people raised in a digitally saturated environment. Mindfulness is a tool against digital stress. Mindfulness practices help slow down the mind, bring attention back to the present moment, and foster self-regulation. This is especially crucial under digital stress. Mindfulness enables individuals to recognize unconscious impulses, such as compulsive social media scrolling, and replace them with more intentional actions. Regular meditation, breathing exercises, mindful walking, or even just a few seconds of awareness of the body and breath can significantly increase presence and reduce anxiety. According to Harvard University, just 10 minutes of daily meditation can noticeably lower stress levels and improve overall well-being. Technology's impact on mindfulness. While technology is often seen as a hindrance to mindfulness, it can also serve as a tool for its development. Hundreds of mindfulness and meditation apps exist. For example, Headspace.com, Insight Timer, along with online courses and YouTube channels teaching awareness practices. Digital devices can also be used to create islands of silence by turning off notifications, limiting app use, and establishing digital rituals. A key element is mindful technology use becoming aware of one's digital habits, critically evaluating how much time and energy are devoted to screen-based activities, and practicing digital hygiene, disabling unnecessary notifications, using Do Not Disturb modes, and structuring work hours. Case studies and examples. Google. The company has implemented mindfulness programs for employees. One of the most well-known projects is the Search Inside Yourself course. Aimed at developing emotional intelligence and attention, the UK Mindfulness Academy collaborates with public schools to introduce meditative practices into curricula. Results show improved student behavior, reduced anxiety, and increased academic performance. Families and gadget alternatives. Some families introduce evening digital pauses, during which phones are put away and attention is focused on real-time communication, mindfulness in education, and the workplace educational. Institutions and businesses are beginning to implement mindfulness programs to enhance well-being, reduce stress, and improve concentration skills. In schools, students learn to recognize emotions, manage attention, and interact with others with greater empathy. In workplace teams, mindfulness practices improve communication, reduce burnout, and boost productivity. Numerous studies confirm the effectiveness of mindfulness programs. They help reduce cortisol levels, the stress hormone, increase creativity, enhance memory, and improve overall emotional well-being. MenDAF. Practices for the digital environment mindful gadget use. Before picking up your phone, ask, why am I doing this? Use apps to track screen time, establish digital breaks, and screen-free rules, for example. 1 hour before sleep. Monotasking. Focus entirely on one task without simultaneously checking social media or email. Use the Pomodoro technique to structure time. Digital detox. Schedule days or hours without internet or devices. Spend time in nature. Read physical books. Engage in face-to-face conversations. Mindfulness meditations. Focused breathing. Body scans. And sound awareness. Practices of gratitude and self-compassion. Mindful communication. Pay attention to tone, pace, and content of messages. Practice empathetic listening in digital dialogues, international experience, and cultural differences. Mindfulness takes different forms depending on cultural context. In Japan and South Korea, contemplative and present moment practices are deeply rooted in tradition. In Europe, mindfulness is often integrated into psychotherapy, education, and corporate programs. In the United States, the focus is on neuroscience and business applications. Comparative analysis shows that while methods and formats differ, the goal remains the same: returning to the present moment, building inner resilience, and enhancing empathy. Digital mindfulness and the future with the rise of artificial intelligence. Augmented and virtual reality, human interaction with digital systems will only grow more complex. In this context, digital mindfulness becomes especially critical. The ability to think critically about technology, understand its impact on the psyche and society, and create healthy digital boundaries. The future requires not a rejection of technology, but the ability to live harmoniously with it. Mindfulness helps build a healthy distance between ourselves and our digital tools, fostering deep work, creativity, and interpersonal empathy. This is not about escaping technology, but returning to ourselves while coexisting with it. Conclusion developing. Mindfulness in the digital age is a response to the challenges of our time. It is not merely a method of relaxation, but a foundational skill that preserves humanity, mental clarity, and emotional balance amid constant information overload. Cultivating mindfulness is an investment in the quality of life, health, relationships, and professional development. In a world where attention is the most valuable resource, mindfulness is a form of freedom. References and sources: John Kabat-Zinn. Wherever you go, there you are. Hyperion, 1994, Daniel Goleman, and Richard J. Davidson. Altered Traits. Avery, 2017. Harvard Gazette. How Meditation Changes the Brain. 2018. Sherry Turkle. Reclaiming Conversation: The Power of Talk in a Digital Age. Penguin, 2015. Tristan Harris. The Center for Humane Technology: Scientific American Mindfulness Can Literally Change Your Brain. 2015. Moscow State University Center for Mindfulness. Apps. Headspace.com. Insight Timer, UK Department for Education. Mindfulness Initiatives in Schools.